Namaste friends. I'm sure you have watched our previous video on role of yoga in management of irritable bowel syndrome, and our video today, what we are going to come up with, is in connection with our previous video, which is role of acupuncture in management of irritable bowel syndrome. So what is irritable bowel syndrome? The name itself is very explanatory. The irritation of the bowels or our digestive system, and the symptoms are varied. The presentation is varied, and that's why it is called a syndrome. Syndrome is the definition for syndrome is it's a collection of disorders or symptoms put together. So what causes this irritation is one main thing, that is the inflammation of the gastric lining, the lining of the intestines, the layer that basically is very important for absorption of the food. So when there is inflammation in that lining, absorption is hampered, and that is why it starts to irritate the lining. Whatever the food that we eat, the bacteria that is there, all of that will start to irritate the lining or the bowels, and that will cause these varied symptoms of dyspepsia, pain abdomen, fatigue. Most of the times it is we've seen that a lot of people who come to us with IBS, one main complaint is fatigue. They are tired throughout the day. Why there is tiredness? Because body is not receiving the nourishment. Right? So in IBS, what happens, they can have either diarrhea or loose stools, or they can have constipation, or it can alternate with each other. One, for few days it is diarrhea, few days it is constipation, or one day it is diarrhea, one day it is constipation. So there can be a lot of fluctuations in the symptoms, and that's why the bowel gets irritated. It is basically unclear, not clear of what to do with the food that is being given to it. So if we go one step behind, I told about inflammation, but if I take one step behind again, it is basically the food that we eat, right? So if we are eating wrong food, or if you are eating food with a lot of emotional imbalance, then that will trigger the inflammation, and inflammation will trigger the irritation. So when we connect this cycle of irregular food habits or stress to inflammation and irritation, if we connect it to traditional acupuncture, we see that there is irregular food habits, irregular lifestyle, emotions, all of this causing energy imbalance. Right? So if energy has to flow in a particular direction, we are basically irritating it, causing disturbance in the energy flow. We either stagnate it, or we, because of our habits, we what we call, one very important term is the chi, or energy rebelling. So if we want the energy to go down, we are basically trying to bring it up with our food habits, right? So with inflammation, energy imbalance is one main thing, and that causes all of these symptoms. Okay, so what we are trying to do with acupuncture is we are trying to balance that energy. And which energy is disturbed here? One important energy, because we are seeing the symptoms is in our digestive system. It is the energy that is concerned with our digestive system, the energy of the stomach, the energy of the spleen, the energy of the intestines. So if there is any disturbance in the flow of the energy, then we see these varied symptoms. So what we do with acupuncture, we address at all levels, right? So once we start with acupuncture treatment, one first thing that happens is they calm down. So they are basically relaxing at that half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes of duration. They are completely relaxing in the treatment duration, treatment time. So one thing is emotional imbalance, or that stress is temporarily at least relaxed, right? On a constant basis, we are trying to bring down the emotional imbalance as well with acupuncture, counseling, integrating with yoga. So next step is the disturbances caused because of the food or the emotional imbalance. So what we do when we give acupuncture, locally there are a lot of neurochemical changes, and at the same time energy balance that is happening. So if the energy is rebelling, we are trying to calm it down. If it is deficient, say for example what we call a spleen chi deficiency, or spleen energy that is going down completely, it's not able to absorb the food the right way, not able to digest and absorb the food the right way, so people will have loose stools. And if spleen chi or spleen energy is completely going down, then there's also fatigue after passing stools, right? So we are basically trying to energize spleen and also calm down the rebelling energy, rebelling chi, right? So this is our second approach towards management of irritable bowel syndrome. So with this, is it only sufficient that we take acupuncture and leave the rest to acupuncture? No, the root cause is irregular lifestyle. So that is in your hands to correct it. We will be able to guide you how you have to change or modify your lifestyle with integration of acupuncture. And of course you have understood the role of yoga very beautifully from a previous video. So with a combination of all of this, we will be able to manage irritable bowel syndrome. So with treatment you will see that your appetite will start to improve, your energy is much better, your absorption is better, your bowel movements, if there is say for example diarrhea or loose stools, that will start to get better, and if it is constipation, the bowel movements will improve. So with all of this, of course I told about rebelling, right, energy rebelling, which will basically induce that burping, belching, dyspepsia symptoms, all of that will also be coming under control. So with starting the treatment, you will start observing all of these changes, but it is a gradual process. It will take its time, and it depends on how you respond to the treatment, how you accept the treatment. And one very important thing is that you go to the right person. What we do these days is we really don't bother about who we are going to. We might not be going to a registered practitioner who is medically qualified. So if you approach the right person, you will be able to experience these results with acupuncture for your irritable bowel syndrome. So please come down to our clinic if you have any symptoms as such, if you want to understand how we work and get your irritable bowel syndrome treated. Please watch our more videos that we have come up with, all health related videos. Please give your suggestions, your inputs on what topics do we have to come up with, and any queries that you have. We'll be very happy to answer your queries. Thank you so much.